Hey guys, RPM here. Hope you're doing well and having a really great day. In this video, I wanted to talk about my 8 GTX 1070s. This rig, unfortunately, I am gonna go against what you all wanted me to do. There is a video that I did, I think a couple weeks ago, regarding the 6-month Flux solo mining update. And in that video, I explained a lot of numbers and how much Flux this rig mined over the past 6 months, and ultimately it was able to mine over 1,000 Flux, and now I can make the Cumulus node, which I am still planning on doing. Just stay tuned for that, obviously, when I go to my new place and get all my servers set up. That'll be later down the road. But just to talk about the 1070s here, which I want to change out, take these out, and essentially decommission them. When I made this whole rig back in the beginning of this year, I said that I would be solo mining Flux for a year, and also that I would be giving away all 8 of these 1070s during, I guess, this Christmas time at the end of this year. I'm still gonna do that. So because of essentially the market downturn that we've had, profitability in a sense has been down, right? But another thing for me personally, the reason why I want to take these out, which I know a lot of you guys in that previous video wanted me to keep going and mining with these, solo mining Flux with these till the end of this year. I have a lot of other GPUs here which are definitely a lot more efficient and can hash Flux a lot higher, and probably at definitely less wattage than what these 1070s did combined, which was about, I think, 13 or 1400 watts for this whole 8x1070 rig in this X8 Octominer. And thank you to Octominer for sponsoring this video. If you guys are interested, they're gonna have a MOQ of July 6th, 7th, and 8th. That's coming up very soon. Link down below to all the information there, but there's going to be a little bit different this time actually. If you're in USA or Canada, and if you order one or a couple, you will then get the Miner Dudes Black Octominers. And then if you're international or outside of USA and Canada, you will then get the Octominer Silver. Octominer will then deal with everyone outside of USA and Canada, but Miner Dude will be within Canada and USA, but then you guys will get the black one, which I think is pretty cool. So guys, mark that on your calendars, read the blog link down below. So you guys maybe understand the gist of what I'm getting at here. I have newer gen GPUs that are sitting on this table that are more efficient than the 1070s here. So what I'm gonna do, all right, you guys can say, Red Panda, you promised that you would keep mining 1 year Flux solo. And I'm still gonna do that. I'm gonna be doing that on these NVIDIA GPUs here. All right, so I got like a 2080 Ti, I have a 3080 Ti, I have a 50HX, I have a 3070, which I actually, you know what? I don't think I will be able to fit this in because I do want to do 8 GPUs because I do have a bunch of 1660 Ti's and yeah, just some. I have a 3070 Ti here, but I don't think I'm going to use that. 30HX, 1660 Super over here. So I want to use these GPUs. I'm going to figure that out. I'm going to take these out right now and then we're going to set them all up, and I want to see how much hash rate we're going to get on Flux solo mining, and then do a comparison of the power consumption that I got on this rig before with these 8 1070s versus the cards that I'm going to put in here, which again are a lot more efficient. So hopefully you guys don't get mad at me. Hopefully you guys understand where I'm coming from here. I have to run these GPUs than these 1070s. All right, let me change them out. 3, 2, 1. All right guys, here we go. We got a 1660 Ti, another 1660 Ti MSI Ventus, and then we got a baller 2080 Ti. This is an Asus Strix 2080 Ti. This is amazing on Flux, one of the best cards. We'll hopefully get 100 souls at like 230, 225 watts. And then we have a CMP 50HX. We have another 1660 Ti Gigabyte here, Inno 3D 3080 Ti. And then we have a 1660 Super EVGA, and then we have a MSI Gaming X 1660 Ti. So 4 1660 Ti's in here, and then these other cards here. So I'm expecting that we'll use less power consumption than these 8 1070s, and also garner a lot more Flux hash rate per se. I guess we'll find out. We'll do a comparison against these when I plug this in, which is gonna be very soon right now. I just wanted to reiterate here, guys, that I have been recently changing out my old cards for plugging in my newer Edge cards. You guys probably seen the videos recently of my GTX 1060 3GB cards, which I kind of decommissioned here, and 8 Polaris cards here, 580s and 470s. These cards, right, it just doesn't make sense for me to run these because I have other more efficient GPUs, more hash rate GPUs, and yeah, I just might as well just run these versus, you know, these types of GPUs. But again, like I said, I'm gonna keep solo mining. So let's go ahead, I'm gonna plug this in and I wanna show you guys the numbers and compare against the 1070s. Let's go, 3, 2, 1. All right, there's the rig. I just put it in. I set in all the overclocks. It's now mining Flux solo on minerpool.org. So I'm gonna show you guys here all the numbers. It's pretty good, really good actually. So, all right, here in HiveOS, all right, you see the GPUs here. Here are all the numbers I can get, okay? So 86 souls on the 3080 Ti, and then the 1660 Super is about 30, 31. 1660 Ti, almost 32, 50HX, almost 60, 2080 Ti. So, I've had some issues here. I was not able to get 100 souls on this Asus Strix. I believe it's because it's Micron memory. I do have a Samsung memory 2080 Ti, and that can get over 100 souls. And I was having some NVIDIA applied errors, overclock issues with that 2080 Ti. But ultimately, I think I got it to stable now. Okay, and then the other 1660 Ti's here, about 31, 32. All right, so here are my overclock settings in case anybody wants to copy them. And freeze frame, there you go. Okay, and so, yeah, this whole rig is now getting, yeah, this actually, one of the GPUs is getting pretty hot. The 1660 Ti. Looks like I need to repad this MSI. Probably one of those Ventus ones. Anyways, this whole rig is getting 401 souls. If we go look at the previous rig, the 1070 rig, that was getting about 300 or less, 300 souls. So we are getting 100 souls more than the 1070 rig, okay? Now, you guys are probably wondering about the efficiency here, power consumption. So, according to Octaminer, which is true at the wall here in HiveOS, is about 1,367 watts at the wall, roughly. And that 1070 rig did 1,313. So we are using a little bit more power, I would say another 50, 60, 70 watts or so. But you can see here, it's pretty much the same, but we are getting 100 souls more than what we did on the 1070 rig, okay? So that is definitely an improvement. By switching to these GPUs, we're getting more efficiency. And yeah, ultimately now on minerpool.org, it's showing the rig and it says 372, but obviously it's gonna go to about 400 as it just started. So yeah, this is really good. I will let you guys know. I guess I'll give you, I don't know, a 9-month or 8-month update of how much flux we've mined. As I would say, in terms of flux mining right now for the whole network, it has come down. Like, the difficulty is going down. So in theory, I should hit more blocks. In theory. So I will let you guys know. All right, this is awesome. Let me know what you guys think. I know some of you guys may not be happy that I switched them out. The GTX 1070s, but ultimately I had to, guys. I had to. But ultimately, I feel like I had to. But I'm still staying on the premise of solo mining Flux for the whole year on this rig. And yeah, these 1070s, like I said in this video, that I was going to give away all these 1070s at the end of this year, Christmas time. Now, I have a thought that I may do it earlier, because now that I have these 1070s not mining anymore, I might as well maybe give them away earlier. You guys can give me your thoughts on that. All right, guys, that's it for this video. Let me know your thoughts of the numbers. I'm pretty happy about that. Essentially added another 100 souls and only utilizing another, I would say, 50, 70 watts more. I think that's a good deal. I think that's a really good trade. All right, my friends, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Have a good one, and peace out.